In today's video, I'm going to go over the top 5 myths about Facebook ads, and I'm going to debunk them with data. Over the last 5 years, I spent over $35 million on ads. I've generated our clients in 90 plus niches and verticals, well over $148 million, all documented and tracked via Hyros. And we're actually certified ad partner for Hyros now, which is awesome. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of ideologies and myths and opinions about Facebook ads and creatives and targeting and the algorithm, all these things that people use as excuses because they simply don't know how to run ads. Okay. And I'm going to debunk these top 5 myths that I've heard. And I'm going to give you full autonomy and actionable steps on why I'm debunking the myth. So let's go down to the whiteboard and let's hop right into this. Number 1 is the meta algo is a mystery. No one knows how it works. No one even knows if it's real. They don't disclose information. Here's the thing about the algorithm. Were created for business owners who wanted to find an excuse on why things don't work. Okay, so if we look at organic versus paid, okay, both of these have their own algorithm, but is it a mystery? No. Organic is simply about quality and attention, okay? And it does come down to production and consistency as well. Paid is about offer, messaging, copy, and also your sales systems, because you're getting cold traffic people. Organic, it's easier, right? People on ads, they're cold and they know who you are. The organic route versus paid, people really truly believe that only celebrities could do organically. You got to have a really expensive camera to go, viral organically. Like, no. Okay, I will also add something else to here. On top of attention, storytelling is required on organic to get you more views. But one myth I'll tell you right now is more views does not equal more money. I know a lot of people who are some of my close friends who have millions of followers and are broke. You think that they're rich because they have millions and millions of followers. They're not. Okay, more views does not equal more money. I'd rather have 500 high-quality people watch my stuff than 5,000 low-quality people who just liked what I said, right? Same thing as this video. I don't want 10,000 views of everyone. I want 800 views, 700 views of good business owners who want to work with us instead of 10,000 views of just anyone. Numbers were there to inflate ego, not to inflate your bank account. So as far as the algorithm is concerned, there are a couple of things to keep in mind with the meta algo. Okay. Number 1, welcome to the world of capitalism. Okay. Facebook is a monopoly. Okay. If you spend more, you will get more. Okay. This is the same thing as real life. If you spend more money on a house, it's going to be bigger. If you spend more money on a car, it's probably going to be faster. This is not new news. So first thing's monopoly. Second is they do rank you based on engagement, or as we call a relevancy score. Okay, and there's 3 tiers on how they rank you. Tier 1 and Tier 2 and Tier 3. Okay, Tier 1 is where all the DIY people are. Oh, I do ads myself. I know how to run ads. These people are sad because they don't know how to run ads. They don't know how to build copy, creative storytelling. They don't know how to do the right tracking. They're not really good with Facebook policies. They don't know how to budget correctly. Like, they just think that they can do it themselves. 2 is all the people who are, they're starting to get good engagement, but, their likes, their comments, right? They're not getting a crazy amount of engagement. They're getting this subtle drip of likes and comments and shares to where Facebook now says, okay, you're not really a bad DIYer. Like, you're getting better traction. And then Tier 1 is where your CPAs are dialed. There's the learning phase. You're out of the learning phase. You have a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of positive comments, not a lot of haters. Okay, this is what would constitute you being in the Tier 1 ranking. And this is all on the back end of Facebook's agency portal that we have access to because we spent millions and millions of dollars with them. So the whole algo is just based on if you're good or not at running traffic. Is your offer good or not? Is your engagement good or not? Do people actually trust you? Do you have authority? Like, these things are not an algorithm. If you depend on an algorithm to solve your problems, it's because you suck at running ads. The second that everyone likes to say is Creative is everything. Okay, there's a lot of factors of creative, and this is not true, by the way. Your creative could be great, but if your offer sucks, okay, you are not going to make any money. Okay, your offer has to complement a good creative. Also, social proof. There needs to be congruency. You can't just spend a lot of money on a video and expect it to be great conversions. You also have to have the right social proof to back up your claims. Third is, I see this a lot. People are copycats. No, they copycat other offers or other great videos because they think they could do it themselves. No, you reverse engineer what you like in your industry. You do not become a copycat. Also, your copy, your storytelling, and your product needs to be great. And your sales team needs to be great. A lot of these things are after the click. Creative is everything just to get a click. And that makes nobody any money. You're just selling the click on the ad. Creative is not everything. Okay? Creative is important once you build brand. Once you have what we call POC, proof of concept. And creative is important once you have scalable KPIs that you can piggyback. That is where creative becomes everything. The third myth, I love this one, is B2B is not good for Facebook and Instagram. Wrong. We run B2B. They just don't know how to develop a good offer, good messaging, good targeting, and also the Facebook AI is getting even stronger than ever to where it picks up your copy. So if you put in your ad copy med spas, you put in your copy SaaS founders, it tends to find those people and it will target them, okay? So people think that B2B should be LinkedIn or Google search. Those platforms are great. But if I were to go Facebook versus Google, if I'm running cold traffic on Google and cold traffic on Facebook, I'm going to get a lot of cold traffic here on Google. A lot. Okay. We're just going to use these little dots as like people's faces. Okay. I still have to use Facebook to retarget these people on social. And if Google cold doesn't convert, Facebook will scoop them up. If Facebook cold doesn't convert, then Google retargeting can then scoop them up. And that's what we do. We have a lot of ads running on Facebook. If you go to Google and search my name, there's ads there. And it gets us about a 20 to 30x return because I'm scooping up all the people who needed clarity and reassurance that we were a right fit for them, okay? Like, we run B2B, Grant Cardone runs B2B, Gary Vee runs B2B, all these big names run B2B. I run B2B for tons of people. B2B works on Facebook and Instagram. The biggest difference is this. The reason why people might say this is because they're not testing Facebook versus Instagram. If you're spending $100 a day and you just do automatic placements, it's going to go to both platforms. So that's why you might assume, because half of your lead flow is coming from a source that might not be that great. For us, Instagram's not that great. It gets a lot of people who just want to make money fast. Okay, MLM people. Okay, they like lifestyle, they like cars, they like women, they like all this shit. Facebook is where the actual business owners are. Okay, the job titles. It's just more professional. And that's where we see the biggest difference between Facebook and Instagram. So for me, if I'm spending $100 a day, half your lead flow has been trash, so you just assume it doesn't work. But what if we just found the right traffic source, which would be Facebook, and then you just spend $100 here instead? So it's about optimizing, looking at your KPIs, not about making generalizations about is B2B good or not. You just didn't run them correctly. Now we come to number 4. Okay, relevant score is most important. That is wrong. Okay, there's a lot of factors that you need to look for inside of your ad account. Number 1 is your engagement ranking. Okay, that's number 1. I also look at CTRs and CPCs, but a lot of people look at overall cost per clicks and CTRs. That's a problem. I only do on the unique because that's just individual people, not someone clicking the ad 5 times. Okay, when I look at unique, I look for a couple things. If my CTRs are high, then my targeting is good. If my CPCs are high, okay, it means that infatuations are low. Congruency is low. CTRs are about your creative. CPCs are about creative and audience combined to get them to actually want to go to the offer. Okay, it can also be a lack of an impulse offer. Okay, so if the CPCs are high, it usually means that either it's a very high ticket niche or your audience size is small compared to how good your creative is. A lot of those integers matter. Okay, the next thing is, what are your what do your cost per leads tell you? What do your cost per acquisitions tell you? Okay, because now we have to test based on audience, size, CPMs, okay, and relevancy at some capacity. I'm not saying it's not important, but it's not the most important thing, okay? I've had clients with very low relevancy scores who make a lot of money because their product's a very high ticket price. I have clients with very high relevant scores who can't convert anybody on the next page. They're getting a lot of clicks, but the conversion rate's wrong. Well, it's not wrong, but it's off because the landing page isn't great. And overall, the storytelling's not great. And the offer sucks. Like, all these other things matter, not just relevancy score. And that brings me to the final one, which is number 5. Okay. Expensive camera equipment increases your ad results. I spend $14,000 a day. Most of my ads are with an iPhone. Literally this. Okay. Some of my clients that run lots of webinars, a lot of stuff is on an iPhone. Okay. It's not that your camera equipment has to be expensive. I would spend more money on the editing, the copy, the landing page, and the offer to make sure that all of these can combine into a good video script with, other hooks to test. And that's in one of my other videos you could check out on the channel about best ad hooks for Facebook. Good video scripts with other hooks. Okay, yes, I'm recording this video right now on a very nice, expensive camera, really nice studio, but I don't shoot ads on this because I'm doing long-form YouTube content. This is organic. This is about brand, trust, and authority. Ads are about offers, impulse, messaging, call to action, and also social proof as well. Like, ads are less than 60 seconds, a minute and a half. This is a longer YouTube video. This is where I'm trying to build brand and build trust. It's a whole different setup, right? If I just record a bunch of YouTube videos on my phone, it wouldn't be that great because no one would stay around that long because it's not that valuable. Okay. But I want expensive camera equipment only for like long form organic. Okay. But for ads, I do a lot of my ads on my phone. I have clients who don't have access to $5,000 cameras like I do. So they have to use their phone. And then we use nice editing and nice fonts and branding and congruency to the landing page to really build the trust anyway. Also, most of my ads where I'm very upfront and personal on the camera, they just do better. Because if I'm good, I'm selling marketing services. If I'm good on the camera on my phone, other people are going to be intrinsically impressed, and I'm proving the concept right there. I know how to have good copy. I know how to get good targeting. I know how to have a good video ad, good editing, things that they also want to see. A world-class funnel. They want to see those things. It's proof of concept. So I hope this gives you a lot of context on these myths, and I'm happy to debunk them. Now, all I want you to do is in the comment section below, give me your feedback on another myth that maybe I missed that I can also debunk in a next video, and subscribe for more content to come. Peace.